Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good morning. This is, oh my God, this is such a wonderful morning already. It is, wow, Tuesday already, May 7th. Already, you guys, we're almost next month, will be the half of the year is gone already, right? Half of the year is gone. Hi, IG. How are you? Hey, YouTube. How are you? I see we have two people watching. Listen, if you have chat, if you can put in the chat, say good morning to me, I'd appreciate it. Say good morning to me. How is everyone doing? And we're going to go ahead and get started this morning. I hope that everyone has had a wonderful night's rest. For those in California, thank you for getting up at the crack of dawn with me. I tell you, this time is such a refreshing time to go live. It is my sweet spot, right? Because I'm a morning person, and I found out that many of you all are up. You're up and ready already in the morning. Hey, Linda, good morning. Oh my gosh, good morning, Linda. How are you? And so this time is such a wonderful time to get started early. So I'm an early person, so I like to get stuff done and have the rest of my day, right? And so we're going to really take advantage of this time. We're going to, you know what? We're going to have our Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge at this time. Right. So I'm going to talk more about that towards the end of this talk. So we're going to talk today about the 3 hair loss causes to fuller sisterlocks, right? So we want fuller sisterlocks, right? We want healthy sisterlocks. But there are certain things that's going on a lot of times with us in our lives, in our health, the regimen that we have or don't have in terms of hair care. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? And so there are things that are going on in our bodies that causes hair loss. And so we're going to just touch on that. And by the way, thank you so much to all my founding members. You all, last week, I was up here talking about getting into this club. This is where it's at, you guys. We have 3.5 members, right? I have one member that's going to complete her membership before the end of the month. But I'm going to talk more about this, but just meditate on this. Let me move this back in case people want to visit the let me see, let me get over here. In case people want to visit the website to go ahead and become a legacy founding member of the Beautiful Locks Club. I tell you, it's going well. So anyway, we're going to talk more about that in a few minutes, but let's get to it. So we're going, first of all, let me take care of a little housekeeping. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate doing that. So if you're on YouTube and you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming a subscriber. Make sure you hit that notification button, bell, because what that does is let you know when I am uploading another video and or going live, making a post, etc., etc. So be aware that if you hit that notification button, you will be able to follow everything that I do. Also, make a comment. I love to communicate and chat and answer questions, etc., with my subscribers, right? So make a comment, like it. If you like this video, put a thumbs up, share the video as well. If you know another sister that has sisterlocks, that's suffering from hair loss, and just have sisterlocks, period. Even if her hair is nice and healthy and bushy and have that big hair, look, she's welcome, right? This community is for those who wear sisterlocks. And I like to focus on those who have hair loss, hair thinning, low density. Believe it or not, I consider my hair low density. Is not that thick, big, full head of hair, right? But I love what I have, what God gave me, and I want to take the best care of what I have. And I know that you do too. So my message is really geared for you all, right? For us, but everyone is welcome. So again, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So we're going to talk about the 3 common causes of hair loss. And by the way, this in my community, in the Beautiful Locks community, this month we have monthly themes, right? So this month within the community, we're talking about hair loss and the solution to it. And so I'll get more in depth to that in a few minutes. Okay. So I am going to talk about the 3 common causes for hair loss. I'm going to show you what I do, how I do it, what I take, how I prevent hair loss, right? And then we're going to talk about solutions and where to go from here, right? Okay, so let's talk about it. So the number 1 factor is what's going on internally, right? We know that beautiful hair comes from a healthy scalp. And in order to have a healthy scalp, you have to start internally, right? So there's all types of internal factors, mainly your diet and your health, right? Some of us, some of you, I'm not on medication. So I'll say some of you are on medications that affects your hair health, right? We have nutritional deficiencies, right? When we don't eat right, we live in a fast food world. And I tell you, when I was growing up, how many of you will say that this is true? When I was growing up, there were hardly any fast food restaurants, right? There were mostly sit down family restaurants, but not these fast food restaurants. And a lot of us are so stressed out. We don't have energy. We're tired. We don't feel like cooking, right? So we'll grab something and that'll be our dinner for weeks on end. And a lot of that fast food is processed, have processed everything, and that's not nutritional. And so, and then you take food out of the store, right? You have a lot of food now, a lot of growers that have a lot of chemicals in their fruits and vegetables in the ground, right? The ground is overworked, so the nutritional value in fruit. Have you had an apple and you really wanted to just taste a nice, sweet, pectin-filled, sugary apple, but it tastes like nothing. It don't even taste like an apple, right? A lot of fruit, a lot of watermelon. All these fruits are picked before they're ripened. And I get it, because it has to, the fruits and stuff travel from one place to the next, and they have to, pick it before it's ripened, because when it's in the store, if it ripens too fast, then they can't sell the stuff. But I'd rather have overripe fruit than non-ripe fruit, because you're not getting the nutritional value in it, right? Have you ever had a plum? Oh, I tell you, nice, juicy, stringy plums. I haven't had that since, it's been a while, but when I was a little girl, that was the thing, eating a nice, stringy, juicy, the juices, plum, right? Watermelon, sweet as sugar, right? So anyway, let me get off my high horse on that. So we have a lot of nutritional deficiencies. A lot of it is not our fault. It's a lot of has to do with the stuff in the store, the foods in the store. We're deficient of iron, right? Zinc. Zinc is very important. Biotin is very important. Vitamin D. Okay, so I know years ago, my doctor told me that I need to take vitamin D3, right? Especially as I was getting older, because my body wasn't really, it wasn't really producing enough vitamin D, right? And then the sun, it has a lot to do with the sun. If you're living in a place that the sun doesn't come out a lot, or you're not out in the sun a lot, right? So she said take vitamin D3, right? So I've been doing that ever since. Vitamin B12 is essential. Protein, right? And a lot of people think that you have to eat all this meat and all, but you can have a nice, clean vegetarian. I haven't graduated to vegan, right? I'm mostly a vegetarian, but so I wouldn't consider myself a vegetarian, because every so blue moon I'll eat a piece of chicken or some turkey, and certainly I eat salmon and red snapper. I don't do the catfish and the shrimp and the lobster and all that stuff. I don't do all that, right? But for the most part, I am a vegetarian. I love greens and green drinks. So for instance, like I just had my green drink. Now I've been on a fast, right? I've been on a fast for the last 7 days. And this is my day. This is the 8th day. So I can eat today. So for the last 7 days, I've been on this. Have you all ever heard of the Master Cleanse? Right? The Master Cleanse. Perfect, perfect, cleanse. It consists of maple syrup, not the little cheap stuff that you buy, to put on your pancakes, but the grade B. Well, they call it grade A now, robust, but it consists of maple syrup, pure maple syrup, cayenne pepper, and lemons, fresh lemon juice or lime juice. I've always used lemon, and fresh water, right? And it's a recipe within this book, a perfect recipe, and to 40 ounces of water, right? And so you shake that up, you shake that mixture, and I have a citrus squeezer, right? It's like a hand crank. I have to show you one day, but you put the lemons in there and then you push it down on it, and all that juice just comes out, right? So that's how I do my juices, my citrus juices. Is I put it in that, and then I put that juice in that mixture, shake it up, and you drink it all day, right? You drink it all day. I drink 40 ounces a day, right? And I'm telling you, I still have gone walking in the morning. We walk a mile a morning, right? I still do my stretches in the morning. I still have energy. The first thing that I ate today, my first day back of eating, was this green drink. And this green drink, y'all, told you I was going to do show and tell, right? Is in this book, The Divine Weight Loss Formula, right? My mother is an author. She's an author of The Divine Weight Loss Formula, which you can find on Amazon. And I'm going to put the link in the description so you can go right to it. She has a couple of books out. And so that recipe, the green drink recipe, has spinach and avocado, cayenne, and liquid amino, right? And you blend that up, and I'm telling you, that is it alkalines your body. It alkalizes your body. And it is so delicious. It has all the minerals, the vitamin C, the vitamin A. It has all the minerals and things in it. And I drink that I will start back drinking it every morning. But for that fast, I only drank this Master Cleanse recipe, right? And it gives you, like I said, you're not tired. You still have energy. So I just came from that fast. So in other words, I got all my nutritional values in everything that I've done. But for the most part, one of the causes of hair loss is nutritional deficiency, right? So we have to, especially when you're a vegetarian, you have to be cognizant of how you have to plan your meals. You can't just pick up anything and eat it, right? You have to plan it, because you need to make sure that you're getting all of your nutrition in there. And I also take supplements, right? So I told you this is going to be a show and tell, right? So I'm going to show you and tell you at the same time. And so I also take herbs. I'm an herbalist, right? So I thank God I'm not on any medications. I have, great blood pressure and all that. And basically all my life I've been on herbs. I have 5 children that I birthed, and each one of them I only took herbs. I didn't take the prenatal pills. I took herbs. I drank my green drink, etc. And my oldest is 35 and my youngest is 17, getting ready to graduate high school. Can't believe it, right? I have a 27-year-old, 28. Wow, my daughter's 28. That's the one before my 17-year-old. I have a 30-year-old daughter. She'll be 31. I have a 30, my son, he will be 20, he will be 33 well, he is 33. Lord, this is May. Oh my God. He just turned 33. And then my daughter is 35, right? And so I birthed every one of them naturally at home with a midwife, right? And so I had home births for all 5 of my babies. And I did what I'm sharing with you. I took my vitamins. I mean, at that time, I only took my herbs and things. But as I've gotten older, I've had to supplement with vitamins and minerals and things like that, right? So I'm going to share with you what I do in a few minutes. So anyway, also weight loss diets, right? Hey, Odell, how are you? Good to see you on here. Weight loss diets, which is like crash diets, which, when you lose weight rapidly, you know what I'm saying? That does a job on your body. You can't go up and down, right? Your body needs consistency, right? So some of those crash diets causes hair loss. Restrictive diets, right? Those diets that eliminate entire food groups, like, oh my God, to me it just don't make sense, right? For you to not eat fruits and vegetables or eat only beef, that's hard on your system, right? No carbohydrates, right? There are certain carbohydrates that is good for your body. Your body needs to be balanced, and so some of that it causes hair loss as well. And so that's the number one. From the inside out, we need to take care of our body. Now, like I said before, sometime when you're on medications, that causes hair loss, right? There are issues with, some people have issues with immune disorders, like your alopecias, right? There are several different types of alopecias, right? And alopecia, and I got my note, alopecia attacks your body's immune system. It attacks your hair follicles, right? So some people have what they call universal totalis, where their eyebrows, eyelashes, all the hair on their body, the hair, of course, they lose all the hair on their body, and that is the body's immune system is attacking the hair follicles, right? Then you have thyroid issues. Now I know I have one friend, one client that have thyroidism, I think is what it's called, and that your thyroid produces your hormones that regulate your blood pressure, your heart rate, and including your growth, energy, etc. It helps to regulate your body temperature and your weight, right? And so sometimes those extra little pounds we just cannot get off. And so a lot of times our thyroid is compromised, right? And so some of that medication causes hair loss, right? So I had one woman that talked about she lost her hair during COVID. She had COVID-19 and she lost or her hair was starting to thin a lot, right? Just from having that. Cancer treatments, of course, radiation, chemotherapy, you lose hair like that. Stress. Oh my God. Stress is the number one killer, right? That's the number one. So whatever and whomever is in your life that's causing you stress, I know sometimes it depends on who it is. It's not easy to just get rid of them, right? But you can control how you respond to whatever you're going through. And I know that it's easier said than done, but you have to gain control over your stress level, right? And so stress is another factor as well. And so let me see my other note. Okay, so the number 2 factor is hereditary, right? Sometimes hair loss is from just in your genes, right? And when I talk to women that is suffering from hair loss, I ask them, like, is their mother or grandmother, auntie, sister, some of the women in their family, do they have hair loss, right? And many times, yes, it does have a difference. And I've also had clients that talk about them getting Sisterlocks, and since having Sisterlocks, they have not had any issues with losing their hair, right? And even better, when I have clients that actually steam their hair, right? Steam their hair and follow the regimen, the weekly regimen, they really have testimony about that their hair is stronger and healthier, right? So we're going to talk about all that in a few minutes. Number 3 factor when you have Sisterlocks is retightening too tight, right? And so I had a client that talked about this particular consultant, and she used to tighten. She's no longer with this person, right? She tightened her hair so tight that she lost all her edges and all around the nape of her head because her consultant kept retightening too tight. So that's another, that pulling and tugging and making your braids, if you have braids, and or like I said, Sisterlocks, when they're too tight, that is another factor for hair loss, right? And then in line of that, sometime when your consultant doesn't have the tool lined up with the opening as they are retightening your hair and pulls your hair out, if you notice that, if it feels real crunchy when they're pulling that hair through, when they're retightening your hair, more than likely, and if it's just really, really hurt and it's really tender, sometimes you may be tender-headed, yes, but other times it's because they're not lining that tool up, the hook part, lining it up properly with the opening of your hair. So make sure you speak up, ladies, speak up. If your consultant is not pleasing to you, speak up, right? There's other consultants out there. So I would encourage you to speak up. Let's see. And of course, when your hair is dehydrated and dry and brittle, that's a big factor as well, right? If all else fail, if your hair is dry and dehydrated and brittle, that's another factor as well. Okay. So let me tell you a story. Okay. So when I was actively, working, doing people's hair, I had this client. When we first started, her hair was really nice. It was always just a little dry, and she was coming to me for several years, and so just all of a sudden, I think she was really going through. She was a nurse, and I think she was really going through a tough time in her life, and I guess she was really suffering, stressed out and things. And her hair just all of a sudden turned, just switched. And her hair was just like coming. I mean, she had all these, like her hair was just, how your Sisterlocks is in the root when it's healthy, when your hair is when your hair is even from the root all the way. See, like that is from the root here. I know it's hard to see, right? Well, it's like at the root, it was really, really, what do you call it? Like really breaking off. It was like really breaking off, and it was really, really thin, like hanging on by a thread, right? And I was like, what's going on, Karen? What's going on? And so she was like, I don't know. And then she said she put all these different oils and all these different serums and she just mentioned, seemed like it was 15 different things she was putting on her hair. And I said, that's too much, right? Too much. I mean, the simpler, the better, right? When you put too much serum and oils and creams and gels and all kind of stuff, your hair is smothered. Your hair, your follicles, your scalp is smothered. It can't breathe, right? And then on top of not shampooing and cleansing your hair week to week, it compromises the health of your scalp, which affects your hair, right? And then on top of that, not really moisturizing your hair regularly, that is a big cause. So I just told her, I said, and then it's like she had developed some type of fungus or something on her scalp. And I had to stop doing her hair, right? And I had to really disinfect my tools and everything. And so when you put too much stuff in your hair, that causes hair loss as well. So, I'm not sure if she still has locks, if her scalp healed or not. That was pre steaming days as well. So I didn't really have a steamer service at that time. I was just studying up about steaming. I wish that I had that information back then, because I really could have blessed her and helped her in terms of, really helping her heal her scalp through the power of water, right? And so now let's talk about the solution, right? And I don't want to hold you all too long. That's why I'm kind of going fast, right? So the solution is what? First of all, to improve your diet, right? Take note of all the medications that you're using and find out if those medications are causing hair loss, and if there may be a gentler formula that they can give to you that doesn't cause hair loss. Also, for those who may be getting their hair retightened too tightly, just speak, like I said, speak up, tell your consultant to loosen up. Don't go around that one last time. Have some give, to your hair. So loosen up on your retightenings, reduce your stress level, right? Sometimes you just have to walk away. Sometimes you have to just go and sit in a corner and meditate. Gather yourself, take a deep breath, right? And just relax. And it only takes 5 minutes. That's it. You can't control a lot of times what's around you, but you can control yourself around whatever you're finding yourself in, the environment, right? And so reduce your stress level and make sure you increase your nutritional value in the foods that you eat. So if you're not taking any supplements, as we get older, like I said, you have to sometimes supplement or just eat much healthier, right? But the busy world that we're living in, sometimes we just pick up stuff. And I'm telling you, a lot of this foods that we get fresh in the market it doesn't have that nutritional value like it used to, right? So increase your nutritional value by taking vitamins and minerals and herbs, right? And I'm about to show you what I take. And only use premium hair products specifically for Sisterlocks. Now, I am not aware of anybody else other than the company, right? That have products especially for Sisterlocks, right? And so Beautiful Hair Products was created for me first, right? I'm the guinea pig. I'm the biggest guinea pig, right? And once I knew that they were good, first of all, God gave me that proprietary recipe for all the products that I have. And then I tried them on my family. Then I started with my clients, and now all the world, right? And this is our 15th year. 15th year. And no, actually, oh my God, no, it's our 16th year. I need to really celebrate that. This is our 16th year with, marketing Beautiful Hair Products, right? And so only use premium hair products. And I, of course, suggest Beautiful Hair Products, right? And also make sure that you start steaming your Sisterlocks, right? This is my best hair friend right here. My best hair friend, the steamer, right? And I prefer the hooded steamer because it covers your entire head, right? And not only that, you're getting the steam in your hair, but you're also steaming your face. And I personally recommend doing it every week. So I call that my week, my me time, right? I cleanse, I wash my hair, I shampoo my hair, condition it, oil it, put it up, steam it, and then I am good to go. And in between, if I need to re-moisturize, I'll use one of my sprays and my conditioner, and the cycle go. And I'm telling you, since I've been doing that, my hair has been growing by leaps and bounds. And a lot of the clients that I now have the same thing to say, right? And so now let's talk about, so in the comment section, let me ask you a question before I show you what I'm doing, what I do. Are you experiencing hair loss or hair thinning? And what is your current routine? Are you steaming? Do you believe in steaming? Have you even heard of steaming? Are you a beautiful hair products consumer? Right? So in the comment, let me know whether, or in the chat, let me know whether you steam at least one time a month. Do you steam at least one time a month? How many times do you steam a month? If you do steam, do you steam weekly? And what is the results of you following that regimen, that consistent regimen? Okay. All right. Now, let me tell you what I do on a daily basis, right? So I'm an herbalist, like I said, and I take herbs. I have my son capsulize my herbs, right? And so this herb I call Rene's Green Power, right? And so here are my herbs. These are the big herbs here. These herbs, let me see if you can see. Okay, see this here? Okay, let me see if you can see that. Let me see. I'm trying to show you that herb. This is a jar full of herb. We buy the capsules. I have the okay, Carolyn, I steam my hair every 2 weeks. Yay, I heard that, and I can see it. It really shows, right? And so congratulations to you, Carolyn. Carolyn is one of my first Steaming Your Sisterlocks clients. I tell you, she has been following that regimen faithfully, and her hair shows it, right? And so my green power, right, is what I call it. It has barley grass, alfalfa, bee pollen, peppermint, spirulina, horsetail, right? That's what's in these capsules. And I have, this jar is full. Look at that. Can you see? This is an old jar, right? Let me see here. Let me show you. See, that jar is full. You can't hardly see it. It's full of capsules, right? And so I take this every day. And if the capsule is so big, I only take one of those. This is turmeric. Some people say turmeric, right? And I buy the fresh turmeric. You can buy this from the store, right? And I take one of these. This is good for inflammation, for joint health, right? Arthritis. So I take this here, turmeric, and I have several other several other herbs that I take. Oh, this one here. This one here is, I call this one Rene's Herbal Feminine, right? And this one here, this herb right here, this has, let me tell you what all this has. It has zinc, it has MSM, it has saw palmetto, horsetail, hyssop, chickweed, yellow dock, mullein, blue cohosh, red raspberry, dung quai, cayenne pepper, black walnut, rose hips, rosemary, chaparral, ginger, barberry, and burdock. And this is a combination. This is a combination herb I've been doing this here and taking this. This is my feminine herb. And I'm telling you, it keeps me calm, keeps my body regulated, and everything, right? So that is something that I definitely have to take. And Linda said, I steam my hair at least once a month. Yay, yay. She said, I'm moving to at least twice a month starting this month. Yay. All right. Very, very good. You are doing it, ladies. You are doing it, right? And so I'm sure your hair is showing the results of you doing it, right? And so congratulations, Linda. All right. And now this is what I use, right? This is what I use to store my capsule. This used to be my uncle's. You all are familiar with this. This is where you would put all your medications at for morning, noon, evening, and bedtime. And so I divide up my my herbs and my vitamins. Oh, I forgot to tell you the supplements that I take. And the vitamin D3 plus K2, this is what I take now. And this young lady that created this, Robin D. Ivy Allen, right? Well, she's Robin Mohammed now, right? She's a nutritionist. She will be a special speaker at our Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge. And I'm going to talk more about that in a few minutes, right? And she is the creator of this vitamin D3K2. She will be a special speaker. Like I said, we're talking about hair loss. We are coming with the solutions, right? So she's going to be a special speaker, but this is her product that I take every day. And also I take magnesium from Nature's Sunshine. Magnesium is excellent for your nervous system support, right? And I take this from Nature's Sunshine. This is the only brand that I trust personally, right? So I take magnesium, I take calcium complete. Now you all remember, see this one here? Oh, you can't, let me see. Let me see here. Can you see that? Okay, this is from the Melaleuca Company. Okay, you guys remember me telling you about Melaleuca? I've been with them for years, like over 30 years. I only trust their vitamins and minerals, right? Excellent source. And so this is my calcium complete, and this promotes strong bones and teeth, right? See the teeth? And so I take my calcium and I take my multivitamin and mineral. So I take these two together, right? And as we get older, we need to do, this is called longevity 50 plus. So this is for individuals who is 50 years old and over, right? So it has all the nutritional value that you need if you're over 50. And then I take, like I said, I take ginger. I have ginger capsules, etc. So this is, and then I put everything in here, and I make sure that I take each one of these until the day is over, right? All right. So that's what I do personally, and I've been doing this for years. And so I'm, like I said, I'm not on any medication. My blood pressure is great. My stress level is wonderful, and all. So now the food, what I take. Let me talk to you about how the foods that you can eat to get some of these nutritions, right? So in the morning, I eat first thing dates, right? Whole dates, organic whole dates, and I get my dates mostly from Sam's Club, right? And I like the seeded ones, the ones that have the seeds in them, and they're big and juicy. And dates has lots of potassium. 2 dates it has more potassium than a banana, right? And so in the morning, I take these here along with my my ginger tea. I make ginger, so I take the ginger root, right? And I put some little holes in it. I boil those ginger roots for about 20 minutes, and then I let it sit. And then I pour that in with a little bit of soy milk and a little bit of the vanilla flavored soy milk, the silk soy milk, that, and my ginger tea. And I put just a little bit of maple syrup in there, the pure maple syrup. And I'm telling you, I drink that warm. It's my warm drink. And I drink that along with eating 2 of my dates, and I'm good to go on my walk, right? So we go walking in the morning, and that's what gives me that boost early in the morning. And so that's what I take, right? Now, let me share a couple more iron-rich foods that you can eat, that you can start eating to increase your iron level. And of course, when we have enough iron in our bodies, it gives us that energy, gives us that boost, right? And it makes us strong, right? So of course, nuts, but now you eat everything in moderation, right? Eat everything in moderation. So nuts, legumes, of course, beans, eggs. Let's see, what else is rich in chicken, tuna, sardines. I've never been able to get into sardines, but sardines is rich in iron, right? Let's see, plant-based sources. Like I said, beans and legumes and seeds, dark leafy vegetables, right? Greens, tofu. Tofu is soy, right? I used to make tofu, right? Grains and whole grain breads and cereals, lentils, like, oh my God, yes, lentils. Like today, like I said, is my first day of being able to eat, right? After 7 days of being on this fast. And I always love to finish out my fast or break my fast with my mother's lentil soup. And she made some lentil soup that I can't wait to dig into during lunchtime, right? Because I already drank my green drink. Then we're going to go walking in a few minutes. And then at lunchtime, I'm going to chow down on that lentil soup. So lentils is good. Peas is good. Tempeh, which is fermented soybeans, that's good. Let's see, wheat products. Some people are allergic to wheat, gluten and things, but that's a good source of iron. These are plant-based iron options. Figs, dates. Like I said, dates is good. Raisins. Let me tell you about raisins. Now, when I was pregnant, through all 5 of my pregnancies, I always soaked a handful of raisins. I would boil some water and I would soak a handful of raisins overnight. And that just really drew out all the iron and all the minerals that raisins have, right? And then I would just drink that water. And I would put it in the refrigerator, right? So it would just be such a refreshing drink. And then I would finish it out with eating those raisins, those plumpy raisins. So if anybody like raisins, that's a way that you can really enjoy them, right? And when I make oatmeal raisin cookies, I soak my raisins and I use those raisins in my cookies, make it real juicy, right? So raisins, prunes, and prune juice is an excellent source of iron. Broccoli, potatoes, Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. I like to stir fry my Brussels sprouts in my wok, right? And I cut them in half, and then I put just a little bit of either coconut oil or a little olive oil in my wok, and some onions, and sometime I'll add a little broccoli to it, and I stir fry that, and I squirt a little of that Bragg's liquid amino on it, the liquid aminos, right? You use liquid aminos as well in place of salty soy sauce, right? So those are just a few things. And let me finish. And the Brussels sprouts and then I sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper on it as well. And I tell you, I stir fry that up, let it steam a little bit, and that's some good eating, right? Good eating. So those are just some things that I wanted to share with you. So summarizing what I just talked about, we need to improve our diet and our health, right? Our nutritional value of the foods that we eat. our diet as well. It's really not good to eat and then go to bed, right? So sometime, we need to sometime back off and we need to fast. Like every quarter I fast. I do that master cleanse fast for 7 days. And I use this book. I think I'm going to have this book. I'm going to put the link. I think there's a link to this book and my mom's cookbook. I'm gonna put the links in the description so that you can have that. This little book here has a little menu in here. First week, second week, it really helps you to you see all the little recipes, and she has notes in here. It's an excellent book to get. It's simple, it's easy, it's quick and nutritious, right? So she's an herbalist as well. And so we need to reduce our stress level and take better care of our hair, give our hair time and attention by steaming, keeping it clean, massaging your scalp. And so those are the things that I suggest that will help combat hair loss, right? Now, we are getting ready to go into our Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge. The projected date is this coming up Monday, May 13th through May 17th, Monday through Friday. And we're going to go live in the morning at 6:30 in the morning this time, right? And our VIPs will have the opportunity to be in the room, right? We're going to do it via Zoom. We're going to have our special speakers. And like I said, I'm confirming all of my guests that are going to be presenting in the Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge. I will have the link so that you can register for the Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge before Thursday, right? I will have that so that you can do it. Those that are in the club, in the Beautiful Locks Club, we're going to host it in the club, right? And there is a special private group within the club for those who go or attend the Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge. It's only for those within the community, within our Beautiful Locks community. There is a space, a group for our Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge participants. And that's a whole community within itself. We're building that community. This is going to be our first Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge in about, since the last one I did was in November, right? So November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, in 6 months. This is going to be the first of many in 6 months that I've had a challenge, a steaming challenge, and it's going to be all the way live. We're going to have a colorist there that's going to teach you how to properly color your hair. We're going to have a trichologist there that's going to talk to you about scalp health, right? And how to take care of your scalp health, right? We're going to have the nutritionist there, the lady that created these herbs, vitamin D3 and K2. It's going to be wonderful. It is going to be wonderful. And so I want to encourage you to look out for the advertisement for that. Make sure you sign up for it and make sure you attend. Come ready to go all in. Listen, everything that I do, everything that I put out, classes, courses, the challenge, I encourage you to go all in. Listen, if you're going to spend your time, let the time count, right? Let the time, don't waste your time by spending your money on coming to a challenge and not doing the thing that you need to do to get the results that you want, right? You know you want those results, but you have to put forth the effort, right? So the Steaming Your Sisterlocks Challenge is going to start on this coming Monday, the 13th through the 17th, on Friday through the Friday, Monday, the 13th through Friday the 17th. at 6:30 a.m. For the VIPs, it's going to be from 6:30 to 7:30. And then for the general public, for the general attendees, it's going to be from 7:30 to 8:30, right? And so the VIPs are going to have an opportunity to chat and ask questions, to talk directly to the guest, right? And so I will let you know when the guests will be, what day they will be coming on, right? And so anyway, that's what we have cooking up for us, right? Is hi son, that's my son going to school now. He's going to school. I knew I heard something. He was like coming in here trying to say bye to his mama, right? And so anyway, that's what we have, y'all. Last thing I want to encourage you to do is go ahead and become a member. That's where the happenings are, right? You really don't see me that active anymore on social media because I am pouring into my community, right? And so let me share with you, for this month only, for the whole year is $270 for the whole year, which you get 2 months free. And that locks you in for this year, right? At this rate. And this is our legacy membership. And when you come in this month only, you will get a special badge on your profile that is called our founding member, right? It's a beautiful aquamarine crown. It's a badge that you get on your profile that let the community know that you came in when we first opened the doors, right? And so that's just $270 for the whole year. You get 2 months free. And so that locks you in for the next 12 months. And I like to do one and done, because after you do that, then you can relax and you can just enjoy the community. You don't have to worry about monthly payments. However, we do have a monthly payment right now. And so wait, let me finish this. So that saves you a whole $294. And the reason I say that is because come June 1st, it's going to be $470. Where is that at? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't have that. Let me see. Oh, so come June 1st, it's going to go up to $470 for the whole year and $47 per month. Right now, get in at $270 for the whole year and be done. Or you can finish out the rest of this month at $27. And then it's just going to go up to $47 the following month. So it really pays to just go ahead and pay the whole year up front. If you can, right? If you can't, you can come in at $27 and then you'll start June 1st at $47 a month. It's up to you. You decide. And if it makes sense to you to come to the club, then you decide, and we will definitely welcome you into the community. So let me tell you where you go. You go to beautifullocksclub.com. Beautifullocksclub.com is where all the happenings are. You can choose, like I said, to come in now and become a legacy member, a founding member, or you can wait until next month and you will have double the payment, $470, right? And $47 instead of $27. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you all. Be looking out for, like I said, I'm going to start really promoting our Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge. Yes, it's a fee for that. And you will find out what all that information is once I put everything together. Those that are members in our community will have a private, exclusive group only for them that attended the Steaming Your Sisterlocks challenge. And anyone outside of the community can also attend You just will see it live on either private on YouTube and via Zoom. And so we're working all that out. We have special speakers, etc. Listen, if you have any questions, any comments, any observations that you want to share with me, make sure you either put it in the chat, make a comment on my YouTube, and I promise to try to, I know I have a link for this book, the cookbook, and I'm going to see if I can find the link to this this Master Cleanse book here. It's called Lose Weight, Have More Health, have more energy, be healthier in 10 days. People go to 10 days. Some people go 30 days on this fast, right? And there's all kinds of testimonials and everything. So that's what I have for you. And of course, there's beautiful hair products also that you use in your hair care regimen. So listen, if everything is working out for you, keep doing it. Encourage others. We have an ambassador program in our community. And I'll have to tell you about that later. But anyway, I have so much I want to share with you, and it's all happening at the Beautiful Locks Club. And with that, ladies, thank you, Linda. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Odell, for hanging tight with me this morning. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. And listen, I will talk to you later, and you all have a wonderful and a blessed day. Peace.